Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Pacers Pride Podcast. I am your host, Dylan Deanhart, and once again, by the power of technology, I'm going to just get to that line until it dies. I already did, but along is Cody Emerson. Cody, how are you doing?
I'm good. Really, we have an exciting show, I would probably call it, because lots of talk about. We got land, obviously, going to hit that. But it's been an exciting time, obviously with free agency starting.
Yeah.
LeBron finally didn't decide to keep us waiting, though.
Yeah, no, he made that really quickly and kind of low key. Like it was in the middle of the night too.
Yeah.
Like, just caught me off guard.
He's going to LA. Open for us. So
yeah, a lot of possibilities years ahead. Let's get things started off with the probably biggest news of Pacers in the last week. It all started with the decline of Dan Stevenson's player option or team options. When was that? Thursday? The Pacers announced they declined his 1 year, $4.5 million team option, making him an unrestricted free agent, setting Pacers Twitter ablaze in a hellfire. That probably more accurate.
That's nicely.
Yeah, not a popular move amongst the Pacers community. Many, like myself and Cody, thought they were going to take on his option, and then after they did, thought, oh, they'll just bring in a cheaper deal, just opening up the door for more free agents. That didn't happen. Lance is now off to LA to join his arch nemesis LeBron James and the ever-loving LeVar Ball and Lonzo Ball to continue his
trio right there is going to take the league by storm.
Plus JaVale McGee.
Oh yeah, can't forget about you.
That team is the opposite of Showtime for like different reasons. Like they're not Showtime because of the talent on the Showtime because of the gonna be on Shaqtin' a Fool every week. So.
Oh yeah.
So I know this was not a popular move. The more I think about it, the more I'm okay with it. Lance wasn't the most consistent player. Sure, he injected energy every now and then to this Pacers team, and that accounted for some wins. But overall, his shooting consistency and his overall antics sometimes hurt us more than it did help us in the end. I know you felt the same way, so I'll let you put your
in. At first, do I agree with the decision? Probably not. But I mean, now that we've both had time to just sit back and digest, probably makes sense because you mentioned it. He's not the most consistent player in the world. Shot, I think 30% from three.
Yeah.
This season, and his field goal percentage just was not the greatest in the world. But I think Miller Time Podcast, if you haven't followed them on Twitter, go give them a follow. One, they're absolutely hilarious. They actually post comments.
They're the kings of memes, Pacers Twitter. Let's just hands down.
But, I'm looking at their tweet right here. They said, I think I retweeted it. It says, I get it, Lance is a walking meme. He's also a bad shooter, an inefficient scorer, a turnover machine, and has a track record of not being a good teammate. There's a reason he was sitting on a couch waiting for teams to call him last year.
Yeah.
Or they're basically on Pacers fans. It's one player. We still have Vic, still have Miles, we still have the rest of the team.
Yeah.
One player doesn't make or break a team. Unless your name is LeBron and you play for the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Yeah.
But, Lance doesn't make or break this team. I get he was probably the most fun player to watch and everything.
Oh, for sure. He was a fan favorite.
Yeah.
Without a doubt.
But at the end of the day, it's a business, and we found or hope to find better players and consistent players to help. So I get it. I get it by Pritchard. It's a popular one, but you know what? It's a business, so I'm fine.
In Pritchard's defense, it's a low key risk. Like he's in all seriousness, he's just a backup shooting guard to Victor Oladipo. That's all he was. This is something you don't give him all the leverage because in the end he is still a bench player. Yeah. We saw when he was on the starters, he was not like back in 2013 when they put him in the starting role. He just wasn't like he wasn't where he would needed to be. Better, he thrived off the bench. He could just be himself, and that's something the Pacers need right now. I think they're away term kind of play style. I know people are mad that he was like the gritty player, and that's what Pritchard said he was. But there's a difference between gritty and effective, and sometimes his grittiness got in the way of being effective. What'd you say?
And like crossing the line, like with his aggressive play style.
Yeah.
I mentioned it, I think, in the article I wrote for Blue HQ. There would be times where Lance would cross the line. We saw it in the playoffs.
Yeah.
I get it, trying to get in LeBron's head and everything, but at the same time, pick up technical flagrant fouls in close games like the Pacers were playing in the playoffs with the Cavs. So there's that thin line that Lance likes to cross sometimes, and Kevin Pritchard and Nate McMillan didn't think. I don't know what they were thinking as far as the terms go or whatever, but they decided to move on.
I don't know officially their decision was until after the moratorium period's over. If for those who don't know, Pacers account and any affiliated with the Pacers cannot say anything until free agency. They can officially sign the deals. Just so that's out of the way. So we don't know what Pritchard's got up his sleeve. I have all the faith in him in the world because he's not shown me that I should have otherwise. So I will say until I don't know to the end of next year whether or not this is a good move or not. But I feel like this helped us because it gave us more flexibility in terms of the cap space, and it'll hope to give us someone who's more on both ends of the board. So, Lance, for your memories, but have fun in LA.
He did post a really kind of heartfelt message on Instagram, I believe.
Yeah.
Thanking Pacers and Lance, we thank you because you just gave us so many memories. But as I said, it's a business, unfortunately.
Yeah, as PG likes to mention.
You just have to move on from a fan favorite. It's not a pop position by any means.
Yeah, sometimes the popular the right move.
Exactly.
So with that being said, we'll love you. We'll still root for you, only you in LA.
I'm gonna. He's my friend in the Lakers.
Oh yeah. We now have our Western Conference team. So. But with that being said, we move on to I think Friday. Well, this Lance happened all throughout the week, but now Friday, Thaddeus Young officially opted in to his player option, so he'll be on the roster next year for $13.75 million. I think that. Yep. Okay.
7 something around there. Yeah.
So he will be back. Took a little bit of time out of our cap space, but I'm more than happy with it because Young was probably the best power forward potentially on the market. Even better than Julius Randle in my opinion, or Aaron Gordon in my opinion. But he returns. We'll see him again next year. We bring back a leader. We don't have to worry about whether or not TJ Leaf is ready or not to assume a bigger role on this. So welcome back, Young, and we're excited to see you, I think. At least, I don't know about you.
Too. Because, it did take a bit of a cap hit, as you mentioned. But overall, we bring back a leader, we bring back another, that kind of veteran presence on the team. And you could put him up there arguably better than Vic, maybe, as our best defender. I don't know. It's probably a toss-up between those.
I think different positions are different skill set.
Yeah.
Like Vic's better at deals, Thad's better at just post, I think, so.
And Thad can really like 2, 3, arguably 5 He was guarding sometimes, and I know maybe it was with Tristan Thompson every now and then in the playoffs.
And Vic kind of is capped at a small forward role. Like, I don't think he could guard a power forward effectively.
No, probably not.
We saw that, actually, we did see that with him versus Kevin Love, and Kevin Love was just bullying him down in the paint. So
Yeah, he put a really good message out on Twitter. He's saying, kind of hilarious too. It says, keeps saying, "Welcome," and then he goes, "I never left here.
yeah,
Promised to give 100% my brothers and family."
yeah,
Really, really excited to be back at the Pacers. As he also says, hashtag unfinished business. So he knows where this Pacer team is going, and he wants to be a part of it. So
yeah.
glad to have him back. A little bit about Thad, though. Like, he made people. I can't talk. Some people may not. He was top 5 in deflection. I'm so really underestimated reaching. But so with Vic, who can get hands on the ball, disrupt passing, and stuff like that.
Mm.
So I'm really happy to have him back. As you said, we don't have to worry about going out and paying Aaron Gordon above $20 million.
Y'all thought the Magic weren't going to match his $20 million like cap sheet. God, that they went above and beyond that.
I don't know. I mean, I think we've been having the same opinion on Aaron Gordon. I personally didn't for him too much. I think he's only really dunk.
Yeah, I think he's trying really hard to get a shooting game underneath, but he's not being consistent enough, and he only played 51 games last year too. I don't think he's had very many fully healthy seasons.
And meanwhile, on the flip side, Thad played 81. The only game he missed was the last game of the year.
Made
the starters.
Yeah.
So he played in every game. So I'm glad that Thad is back.
Me too.
But as you mentioned, Dylan, it's no pressure on TJ Lee.
Whom I'll say right now is looking a lot better. I think I retweeted something.
But I know he's putting in work.
He's gained 30 pounds. He went from 220 to 250.
Really?
Yeah. I know he said his emphasis has been defense. Like, thank God. So I think we're going to see some big things out of the Summer League. And if he impresses in the Summer League, I think he has a chance to be pretty dang good. I mean, he has to show he can guard something. But, I mean, shooting when he was time in the season, he shot was fine. I think he pulled threes in a limited amount of playing. So he has promise. It's just on the defensive end, he needs to realize that to actually play defense. So
yeah, and I'm happy to see Thad back and everything, but the one thing I'm gonna say he needs to work on, for the love of God, hit your free throws, Thad.
It's too old dogs can't learn new tricks for whatever reason, but Thaddeus doesn't go to the free throw line often for that to become an issue.
Yeah, I mean, he still shot 56% in the two seasons in Indiana. He shoots
attempts,
but he does for it on the defensive end. So
how many free throw attempts did he have in those 2 years? I'm just curious.
Keep talking for a second. Nothing.
I mean, in terms of free throws, the only ones we really need to worry about is like Vic and DC. Like, the guards are the ones that are attracting most of the fouls. Thad doesn't really. That's not his game. His game is like cutting to the basket or hitting a spot up three on offense. That's really his defensive game. You got it?
Throw attempts per game. I mean, yeah, he's in his 2 seasons with the Pacers, he's shooting about 1 game.
See?
1 point. So he doesn't get there often.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's not enough
he has the ability to throw down and dunk on guys.
Yeah.
But bigger guys may try and foul him when he gets to the basket because they know he's not that great of a foul.
Well, I mean, and then also the numbers could show that he just doesn't get enough attempts to show that he's a better free throw shooter than he is.
But That's a little that he can.
So,
But
a minute detail amongst it.
that's only criticism of them.
Yeah.
But he makes up for it in the defense, so he's fine.
Yeah. So Thaddeus Young is a confirmed member, one of the few confirmed members of the Indiana Pacers for next year.
Hey, we have all 5 of our starters back since he opted in.
True, we do have all 5, so I assume the same starting 5
will still be there. That's one of the big things that I was happy to see him, because we threw, say, a Asian power forward or someone in there.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe the chemistry kind of isn't as great as it should be.
Yeah.
But
and then
should be just fine. Now, all 5 of our guys are back.
I agree. And then I think I did see something that Vic is trying to organize a team-wide bonding thing in Miami. So whenever that,
just be safe in Miami. You have to.
Why?
Don't do anything stupid.
It's Vic and. I mean, there's no
one.
one.
I know they wouldn't. Those kind of guys. But...
We're not talking about like Nick Young or McGee here, so.
JR.
Yeah, or JR. God. See JR lead the Cavs next year.
Oh yeah. Just the great thing about, I know we're getting sidetracked a little bit, but LeBron leaving is the JR memes.
Oh yeah, I can't wait to see the Lakers versus the Cavs next year. It's gonna be amazing.
Well, JR will probably pass the ball to LeBron.
JR's gonna come out in a Laker jersey. That's my prediction.
Surprisingly,
but I'm trying to get back on track. More Pacers. I mean, kind of Pacers news. Glenn Robinson is no longer, like we knew, he's an unrestricted free agent. He is now in Detroit. We will see him 4 times a year. He signed, was it like $3.5 million or something? I forget his deal.
I've been busy, like with all those Pacers news. I've been writing a lot for HQ.
I think it was
pull it up. It's either 3 something, 4.8 maybe.
8 million.
Glenn signs with That's a 2-year deal worth 3, so about 4.15 million.
Yeah. And I don't know if that'd be worth re-signing for, but I mean, I said on the show last time, I think Glenn just wanted to change the scenery because he never really found a rhythm on last season after his injury. Plus, Bojan had been guaranteed before free agency started. So I told him that he wasn't going to be starting immediately if he stayed with us. I think he just chased for a starting role, which I think he'll find.
Right. He'll probably compete with Stanley Johnson in Detroit.
I think he's better than Stanley Johnson.
No, I mean, I don't know what Johnson averaged last year, but I know we all know that GR is a proven, 3-and-D type of guy.
Yeah.
And it just really sucks that he got in arguably his crucial season coming.
Yeah, I was excited to see what GR was going to turn into. We won't. We'll get to see what he turns into against us next season. But
we'll see him four times a year.
Yeah, so I'm excited to see what he turns into. We'll see how the Pistons treat him because now they have the coach of the year in.
Oh yeah, Dwayne Casey.
So that means they'll have a really excellent regular season and just suck in the playoffs. So.
If they even make it.
It's the East now. Are you kidding me? Brooklyn might make the playoffs.
Yeah, great. The talent, there's no excuse for shouldn't. But...
Yeah. What, Reggie Jackson, Drummond, now GR. The stuff, no, they Tobias Harris. Avery Bradley.
He's in LA.
Yeah. He was a part of the deal to send Blake Griffin's still there.
Yeah, Blake Griffin
forgot about
Andre
that.
Drummond.
And he's not a free agent too. That'll be an interesting team.
But yeah, I think GR. Now that I'm looking at Stanley, I thought Stanley Johnson had a better old and career than.
I mean, of course, Johnson had better last season. GR was out for.
No, I'm just talking. He had a better season than I thought Stanley Johnson had.
Okay.
A better year. 8.7, about 9 points per game. I thought he at least cracked double digits. I was wrong.
Yeah. Oh well.
But yeah, GR could go in, contend for maybe a starting spot, and so we'll see.
Yeah, and well, best of luck.
Best of luck, GR in Detroit.
Yep. We wish you the best.
In LA. We both wish them.
Well, hang on. We wish you the best, except for the games against us, in which case you're dead to us.
No,
and
those
then,
are going to be the 4 goes on, probably.
He's going to be the next Miritich, so.
Next Pacer killer.
Yeah. Well, I'll add him to the list. There's a ton of them.
Our ever-growing.
It's right now, the only that come to mind are Kyle Korver and Nikola Miritich, so. But.
Redick a little bit.
What? Oh,
Redick a little bit.
Who just resigned with the 76ers.
Yeah, we just resigned with them.
For like a 1-year deal.
Yeah, worth like. I was kind of hoping we may sneak him away from Philly, but.
I don't know what Philly's doing. I know they're still trying to get. But
I know they let go of it. They're trying to, I guess, clear space because they let go of Ilyasova and they let go of Marco Bellinelli, so that bench is slowly getting depleted.
Yeah. Well, they're not going to get Kawhi if they don't give up Fultz, Simmons, or Embiid, so I doubt that's going to happen, honestly.
I've heard those 3 guys are off the table. I've heard, like, the offer that they are prepared to offer is maybe, like, Saric and Robert Covington.
Yeah. And then, of course...
Maybe a draft. I don't know.
Of course, I think they said the Lakers are getting worse and worse, their offers, the Spurs.
Well, I'm the Spurs. Demanding, if we're talking from the Lakers, I'm demanding you give me Kuzma and give me
Lonzo.
Not Lonzo.
I want Lonzo. Are you kidding me? Brook Lopez? Oh, Randall?
Why was I spoken? I would demand those 2.
Yeah.
And maybe a draft pick. I don't know.
According to The Ringer, it says negotiations or trade proposals for Kawhi on worse and worse round of negotiations.
Well,
at least got one of his 3, so.
They have to trade him.
Oh yeah, the relationship is repairable.
I mean, they don't want to turn it into basically what I thought we were going to turn the Paul George situation into.
Yeah.
With just letting him go.
And that's why I think the Pacers have the momentum and the probability to make this trade. But no, it probably won't happen. I just have a gut feeling that. But back, we need to get back on track. Our only free signing to go over, and that is.
This point, it's day 3 of free agent people, so stop freaking.
Yeah, it's not. It's a 2-day only event. It's till October. So we've got time. But we now must welcome our newest member of the Indiana Pacers, Doug McDermott.
Dougie McBuckets.
He's brought on for a 1 year?
No, 3 years, $22 million.
That's right, 3 years, $22 million. So he's come on for about $7.5 million per year. We'll assume the backup role to Bojan Bogdanovic. So he'll be our backup forward.
There's no way he'd start.
No, not after
the season Bojan had.
Yeah, not the playoff game Bojan. Let's be honest. So Doug gives us another 3 option off the bench. He's a pretty good spacer. He doesn't really slash. He's not a slasher at all. Subpar defender, much like Bojan. Much like what we thought Bojan was, because Bojan kind of redeemed himself in the playoffs. But he does do well with the pick and pop. Knows how to run off screens for 3, which is something that could be very valuable to the Pacers bench, especially with the likes of Corey Joseph and Domantas Sabonis, who likes to operate in the paint. He'll find he has the opportunity to find his opening in the corner and on the top of the arcs when the defense collapses on Sabonis. So I know you've been waiting for my opinion on this move, but I like this move. I'm a little bit scared about the defense. I hope Dan Burke and the rest of this coaching kind of get him the essential fundamentals about what he needs to be able to do on the defensive in order to be successful. I like them. I think it's a good production off the bench. What we were getting Bojan, behind Bojan. Now Bojan gets a rest. He has a legitimate person behind him, barring an injury. So we have some good rotation for him, and we don't lose much of a role when Bojan is not on the court, which I appreciate because they're fairly similar play style.
Yeah, I like the move too. Most fans I've seen, I'd probably say about 60 to 4%. 60 fans that I've seen.
They're getting around to it. I've seen more people are starting to get on board with the idea, so I think it's growing.
I just like people saying, "Oh, why are we wasting our cap on this guy?" Blah 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 blah. I understand he's been on a decent amount of teams in his career already. I
remember the Bulls and the Mavericks. I don't know if there's anybody else.
And maybe one or two other teams.
All I know is the Mavericks and the Bulls.
On the Knicks and the Mavs season.
So 3 teams.
When he came to Dallas, what happened to him? He fired because I wrote in one of my other articles that I did for HQ. 26 games for Dallas, averaged around 9 points per game, which is right around where Lance was giving us.
Yeah.
And shot 49% from 3.
Yeah.
I know it's only 26 games, but it's still a solid size.
Yeah.
As you mentioned, shooting off the bench, which is something I think we lacked last season.
Yeah.
Is really the only person that could knock down threes last season was Corey Joseph. He shot, I think, 36%, I believe. So yeah, brings another knockdown shooter. I'm fine with the $7.5 million. We need to go out, saves us room for we can go out and adjust the backup guard, backup board, and stuff like that.
Center.
We had Will Barton in our sights, but he quickly signed. I think he went with Denver.
He would. Yeah, with Denver.
In his free agency.
Yeah, and much of Pacers' targets are out the window at this moment. So.
Yeah, there's a couple of other guys I would like us to maybe take a look at. You have obviously Jabari Parker in there. He's restricted.
Yeah, so we'd have the Bucks sheet, but I think last I heard, Jabari was upset.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry, so say Jabari Parker was with the organization because of his playing time. So I think he might want a new scenery. It just depends on what the Bucks are willing to pay him and what Pacers are willing to pay him. So
the only thing with him is obviously his injury history.
True.
Not the greatest.
Yeah. But his potential is very, very high.
But yeah, so I mean, look at what was it last season? He started games for the Bucks, 20 points per game. So this guy can score.
Yeah.
Really anywhere from 57%. Got around 3 rebounds. So I would love to see him come in, and I don't know if his plans are that he wants to be a starter.
Yeah.
But if he can maybe be our backup for a year, then maybe battle TJ for the spot. I would think he could beat TJ. But
I agree.
Get that starting spot. Brad leaves because he'll be unrestricted next year.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah. So
maybe assume the starting power forward role, but he's still only he'll be 23 this season.
yeah.
So still a very young kid. But Jabari Parker is one guy I know I'd like to see.
Yeah, and I know.
There are a couple others out there too.
Yeah, I was gonna say Marcus is still out there. I know Pacers fans.
That's a 50-50 fans right now.
Yeah, there's some fans that are on board with that.
Seen.
There's some fans that are just completely against it. Me personally, I think he has the ability to be a better Lance, though I thought he said at the beginning of free agency he wants to be a starter, in which case that will not happen in Indy, so I don't know if that will be a deal killer. If he's not, I think he's a good fit here. He brings back some of the energy and that fight Lance brought, or that Lance took with him to. I think Marcus Smart's contained. He knows when to use it, when not to use it. Unlike what he was in the beginning of his career, where he was looking to just get in a fist fight every time he was on the floor. But I think he's not the most potent offensive threat off the bench, but I don't think that's much of an issue anymore. Now that we have Doug McDermott, Corey Joseph, and Domantas Sabonis, we don't really need an offensive threat off the bench anymore. I think we need more of a facilitator, a defender, and a rebounder off the bench, which I think is something that Smart can bring. But like Barry Parker, he's a restricted free agent Bucks, I believe, or the Celtics, I believe.
Yeah.
So that could make things tumultuous with the Celtics, because I know the Celtics want to keep him, if possible. So it could be a bidding war.
Celtics, they're gonna have to part with some guys.
I know. I mean, this is their last year with like everybody, and then after that, they gotta go with like Kyrie's gone. I'm just, it's pretty much sure that he's going to New York Knicks at the. I don't know what Gordon Hayward is, and I think Tate or Browns is coming up. His contract is coming up, same as Turner's. So I think he'll be elected next year, if I'm not mistaken.
Breaking news: Anthony Davis buys a mansion outside of LA.
Really?
Report.
Is he? He's not even a free agent.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, but sure. I don't. I just thought it was
Everybody has a house in LA. It's not a big deal anymore. Like,
but
back
yeah,
to
what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I know we're before the show, and you said that we have more cap space coming out.
Correct. Currently, if I'm reading this correctly, our available cap space as of right now is roughly around $6 million, which is enough for like one more player. But I think there's a date coming up where we can waive Al Jefferson, and that will give us roughly $10 million in cap space, which would raise it up to $16 million, obviously, which is more than for a decent market nowadays. Also, we have the ability to do that with Darren Collison. He is on a guaranteed contract. This is the same deal with.
Sorry to interrupt you.
Yeah.
We released Al Jefferson.
Hey, okay, well now it's official. We can do this on time. Al Jefferson is no longer part of the Indiana Pacers. We're breaking news here. This is like the first time we've ever done that.
I just happened because I was gonna see Tony East like put anything on his Twitter about Al Jefferson, like, and cap the guys. The first thing is he retweeted Shams. I'm gonna his name.
Charina, just Shams.
And he retweeted some Al Jefferson no longer the Pacers, and that clears up $10 million. So now we have some money.
Now we got some room, baby. We got some cooking room.
That we do. So Pacers fans, just be content for now.
We have.
His magic.
I would like to say I think we have the most cap space now of any team left in free agency. That might be up there with
Lakers still maybe.
have just renounced Randall to now an unrestricted free agent.
Sign him.
So
Sign.
with hang on, with the fact that Al Jefferson has been waived, Julius Randle has just been an unrestricted free agent, would seem to believe that may mean that Julius Randle is on his way to Indiana. Could be. I know Julius Randle wanted to come back to the Lakers, so that could be an issue. But we will see. There's a lot of things happening at once, and I'm scared.
It really is. We'll keep you guys updated on Twitter.
Yeah.
And many things to come, as it's only news starting to break on day 3.
Yep. This is like where everything happens too. Like
after basically I'm not going to say all the stars have signed, but most of the big ones have got out of the way. I like this time better.
Yeah, me too. And I think this is where teams are made, trying to be prophetic, whatever.
Players, those type of things.
Yeah. So we'll do it well. Thank you, Allison, for all your time here at the Indiana Pacers.
I guess probably thank Big Al.
Yeah.
my personal highlight of the year, and school here.
Yeah. The Rook. I think
schooling him kind of sucks because he was a really good mentor for Ike and Miles and those guys.
Just so you know, Al Jefferson's move is a $4 million cap because we waived him before contract is up, so we will only have around $12 million in cap space. We will pay him $1 million this year, just like Monte's situation. So he will be owed $4 million, but we get $6 million in leeway. So
it's still we get $6 million. So
it's more than enough. So thank you, Al Jefferson. I think your biggest impact will be shown through Sabonis next year. Sabonis and maybe Ike, or EK. I don't know what's the pronunciation. I still don't know. He's been in the team for a year now. Those I think will be the biggest impact from Al Jefferson here. A very good veteran presence for the team. And I wish him the best of luck. I don't know if he'll find another team or not, but
I would probably think he would probably call it.
Go to the Warriors.
I swear to God.
I mean, that's the move, right?
Let him sign a vet minimum for the Warriors.
Dude needs a ring. Honestly, he's done so much for the league.
Oh my! Who knows what he's gonna do?
Yeah. So that's the as of right now. Of course, up to date we're up to the midpoint. So Julius Randle is an unrestricted free agent. Hint, hint, wink, wink at Pacers. Al Jefferson is the center amongst the Pacers squad. So we have $12 million to work with. We have a very well-to-do GM that knows how to deal with that money. So just keep looking at that. Just stay tuned to our Twitter account. We will let you know as soon as we know, as soon as Shams know, as soon as Wojnarowski knows. So that's what we'll do. So you have any words?
Said just patient. Don't react.
And I always say in Pritchard we trust. So until a reason otherwise.
That was one of the last things that I put in one of my articles. I was like, in Pritchard we trust.
Yeah.
And the article.
So
and I may actually right after we get done type up some articles or something.
I'll do one on Big Al. He deserves it.
Big Al, maybe. I don't know. We'll see.
I would just do a Big Al one and then wait a couple hours because there might be something happening in the near future. So
hopefully
it's about to happen. I just get a feeling.
Yeah, let's hope so.
Yeah. So
I know we're probably stretched for time, but
I don't know what Julius Randle is going to require, but
Randle comes with us. I mean, because that would throw a chain in the wrench in the chain in the wrench.
Wrench.
Yeah, a wrench in the chain. But
Wrench in the chain. What are you talking?
um,
Wrench in the. I don't know.
as far as our starting five goes,
Yeah. Yeah. He'd want to start, and I don't know what or if Thad would want to come off the bench or not.
it'd be interesting. But enough space. We'll wait till it actually.
We don't. He's so right now. He's still free. So, I mean, other teams could probably pick him up. So, until we know more, we will let you
Last
know.
parting news before Alize Jefferson and Aaron Holiday look dope in their jerseys.
Rajon Rondo has signed a deal with the Lakers.
Are you serious?
Yes.
I'm refreshing my Twitter feed.
Via Adrian Wojnarowski.
Load bombs.
I imagine because right now an unrestricted free agent.
Randall a Thad who. Okay. And go with fans.
So until then, we will see you guys.
We need to wrap up.
Yeah.
Episodes.
We'll
definitely probably try and have one Friday, maybe.
We'll have one Friday tentatively.
Yes, we'll plan
depending
on Friday because I know I don't work on Friday.
Yeah, and I'm flexible. But if nothing happens with the Pacers until like after, obviously we probably do a podcast. If there's big news to cover, we'll try to cover it on Friday. So until then, possibly we will see you guys Friday. And number 2,
go Pacers.
Hey, unplanned.